Hi, this is Miss Cindy from the Crown Point Community Library, and today I'm going to be bringing the library into your home. I was at the library the other day, and I know that you guys aren't able to be in there, but we are the staff is back working, and we've been checking in books, and you can get curbside delivery, so you can get books and pick them up outside. And we're kind of getting things ready for summer reading and just doing some different stuff. And I was checking in some books, and I came across this book. It's called Llamacorn. It's a cookbook, and I had to stop and look at it and look at all the recipes, and I decided that that I wanted to do a video to show you one of the recipes in this book. And then if you'd like, this book will be available to check out, so you can find it on our website and check it out and make some of the other recipes at home. The recipe that I decided I want to show you is called Cool Breeze Slushies. It's been so hot the past couple of days that a nice ice cold slushy drink sounded really good to me. And I was also looking for things that I wouldn't need a whole lot of supplies for. I had just bought this watermelon at the grocery store, so I was like, okay, this is perfect. And I just had to pick up a couple other items just to make it. So I want to show you this recipe. So these are the Cool Breeze Slushies. And what you're going to need, you will need some fresh cut watermelon, and I already have my watermelon. I cut it up. You may need to get your grown-up or an adult to help you cut that. You could also use, if you have a melon ball scooper or a tablespoon, you can scoop it out rather than cutting it with a knife. So once it's cut in half or into a quarter, you can scoop it out. They don't have to be square chunks. So just please be safe when you're cutting your watermelon. So you're going to need fresh cut watermelon, and you're going to need frozen raspberry. The recipe calls for sorbet. I chose to buy raspberry sherbet instead of sorbet, and the reason I did is just because sorbet is very expensive, and I was trying to be a little bit more cost saving money, cost sensitive, and I decided to go with sherbet instead. The difference between sherbet and sorbet: sherbet has a little bit of more of a creamy texture. It has some dairy products in it. It has some milk, so it's where sorbet does not have any milk. So if you have a milk allergy, use the sorbet. If it doesn't matter, if you want it to be a little bit creamier, you can use the sherbet. Either one is going to work. And then you also need a lime, and you're going to need some crushed ice. You can use cubes if you have a pretty strong blender, but the recipe does call for crushed ice, which just makes things a little bit easier on your blender. So let's get started. First thing you're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut my lime, and again, please be careful. So I'm going to need 4 teaspoons of lime juice. You want to make sure that you're using teaspoons and not tablespoons. The teaspoon is the smaller of the two. So this is a teaspoon and this is a tablespoon. And when it's like in writing, when you're writing a recipe, the teaspoon is always written with lowercase letters, and the tablespoon is written with a capital T, which is another way you can tell. So we want to use teaspoons. I have a little cup that I'm going to put my lime juice in. I have this little handy squeezer, but you can just squeeze it. I'll show you both. So with this, I can just squeeze it. It's got holes on the bottom, and when I squeeze those two sides together, the lime juice comes out and goes into my cup. All right, if I didn't have one of these, you can just take your lime and you can just squeeze it in your hand. See how the lime juice comes out? Just make sure that you wash your hands before you begin. All right, so I have my lime juice in my cup, and I will take my 4 teaspoons from there. So that was 1 lime that I squeezed, and that will be enough for my recipe. My watermelon is going to be 3 cups of watermelon, 1 cup of sorbet, and 1 cup of crushed ice. Okay, so let me get all my ingredients into my blender. I'm going to start with my lime juice. So I need 4 teaspoons. So 1, 2, 3, All right, so I have my 4 teaspoons of lime juice. I need a cup of crushed ice. I need a cup of sorbet or sherbet. Just gonna scoop that out. It smells so good. This is just a really good drink for summer. It's going to be nice and frosty. It's going to be really good for a hot day. All right, let's get that in. That in there. And then one more thing, I need 3 cups of watermelon. So I have these little bowls that I can use, and I'm going to go ahead. So these are measuring bowls, but you can use a measuring cup. But these have lines in the inside, and it tells you in the inside how much. So to 3 cups or 1. Two. 3. Okay, so the next step, I put my lid onto my blender and I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to do this off camera because again, it's going to be really loud, and then I will come back and show you my drink. My smoothie is done. I'm going to take it off, pour it into my cup. Yours, it is kind of thin, it's not super thick, so depending on how you like your smoothie, if you want it to be thicker, you would just add more ice to it. If you want it to be thinner, you can add less ice or more watermelon if you want it more watermelon flavor. While that was doing its thing, I cut myself a little lime just to make a little garnish. And I did get a straw, but I probably don't even need it because it's not super thick. But a straw always kind of makes it look a little bit more fun. It's very good, very watermelony. It tastes more watermelon than it does raspberry. It's very, very refreshing, very cold, and I'm really going to enjoy finishing this drink. Probably my kids are going to come down and join me too. So please check out the book. It's Llamacorn. There it is, Llamacorn, and it's available at the Crown Point Library, and you can pick it up on curbside delivery. Take care. Have a great day. You can check out our Facebook page or our library website for more videos and more resources.